Namo Buddhassa, and welcome all to the weekly Dhamma learning series. Today we have Venerable Bhante Vimalavansa with us, and the topic is the Ekayano Maggo, the only way to the Nibbana. And it's a very interesting topic, and we should have had a lot of lectures on this topic, but nonetheless, we are having our first one today. And I wanted to introduce our speaker before we get started. So Bhante Vimalavansa is a Pali scholar, teacher in Abhidhamma, and mentor in Samatha and Vipassanā meditations. His monastery in Sri Lanka is called Shri Kalyani Yogashrama Forest Monastery. And Bhanteji has recently moved to India to spread the correct Buddha Dhamma and the practice of Buddhism. So he is at a Mahākarunā Aranya Vihāra near Amaravati. And I had recently been to India and had a pleasure to be with Bhante for about 7 days at the monastery. And it was the wonderful, wonderful time that I had, although Bhante was a little sick during the time. The interactions I had with Bhante has been phenomenal. So without further delay, I wanted to invite Bhante for the session, to conduct the session. And as usual, on behalf of all the participants, we will make for a Panchashili Yachana. Before that, we'll do the Khama Yachana. Okasavandami Bhante द्वारतयेन मया कतं सब्बपराधं खमतु मे भन्ते द्वितीयम्पि ओकासवन्दामि भन्ते द्वारतयेन मया कतं सब्बपराधं खमतु मे भन्ते तृतीयम्पि ओकासवन्दामि भन्ते द्वारतयेन मया कतं सब्बपराधं खमतु मे भन्ते ओकास अहं भन्ते ईशरणेन सह पञ्चशीलं धम्मं याचामि अनुग्रहं कृत्वा शीलं देथ मे भन्ते द्वितीयम्पि ओकास अहं भन्ते ईशरणेन सह पञ्चशीलं धम्मं याचामि अनुग्रहं कृत्वा शीलं देथ मे भन्ते तृतीयम्पि ओकास अहं भन्ते ईशरणेन सह पञ्चशीलं धम्मं याचामि अनुग्रहं कृत्वा शीलं देथ मे भन्ते
Yamahang vadami tang vadetha.
आं भन्ते
Namo tassa for 3 times.
नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्स नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्स नमो तस्स भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्स
Dhang saranang gacchami.
बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि
Dhammang saranang gacchami.
धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि
Sanghang saranang gacchami.
संघं शरणं गच्छामि
Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami.
द्वितीयम्पि बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि
Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami.
द्वितीयम्पि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि
Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami.
द्वितीयम्पि संघं शरणं गच्छामि
Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami.
तृतीयम्पि बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि
Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami.
तृतीयम्पि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि
Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami.
तृतीयम्पि संघं शरणं गच्छामि
Tisarana saranang sampunnam.
आं भन्ते
Panatipata veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami.
पानातिपाता वेरमणि सिक्खापदं समादियामि
Adinādāna Veramani Sikkhapadan Samadhiyāmi.
अदिन्नादाना वेरमणि सिक्खापदं समादियामि
Kāmesu Miccācārā Veramani Sikkhapadan Samadhiyāmi.
कामेषु मिच्छाचारा वेरमणि सिक्खापदं समादियामि
Musāvādā Veramani Sikkhapadan Samadhiyāmi.
मूसावादा वेरमणि सिक्खापदं समादियामि
Suramēraya Majjapamā Daṭṭhāna Veramani Sikkhapadan Samadhiyāmi.
सूरामेरयमज्जपमादठाना वेरमणि सिक्खापदं समादियामि
Tisaranena saddhiṃ pañcasīlaṃ dhammaṃ sādhukaṃ surakkhitam katva appamādena sampādetabbam.
राम भन्ते साधु साधु साधु. Thank you very much, Bhante, for your Dhammadana. With that, we will move on to our topic today. Again, our topic is Ekayano Maggo, the only path to Nibbana by Bhante Vimalavansa. Bhante, I request on behalf of all the participants to please give us the desna on the topic, Bhante.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Ekayano ayam bhikkhave maggo sattvaṃ visuddhya soka paridevanam samatikkamaya dukkhato manassanam adhangamaya nyayasya adhigamaya nibbanasya saccikiriyaya yadidam cattaro satipatthana. May Triple Gem bless you all. Today I explain according to the Buddha's teaching, real Buddha's teaching, what is the one and only way to the Nibbana. As I mentioned, as I recite the Satipatthana Sutta Uddesa, the first paragraph, Ekayano ayam bhikkhave maggo, the monk, this is the one and only way for the Sattanam Visuddhya, for the purification of the being, and Soka Paridevanam Samatikkamaya, Soka Samatikkamaya, the disappearance of the sorrow, Parideva Samatikkamaya, the disappearance, for the disappearance of the lamentation, Dukkha Domanassanam Attangamaya, overcome, for the overcome of the pain and for the overcome of the despair or displeasure, and Nyayasa Adhigamaya, for the realization of Noble Eightfold Path. Nyaya means the Noble Eightfold Path, and Nibbanasa Saccikiriyaya, to establish the one and only peaceful object of the supramundane world, which is the Nibbana. So you have, if you practice this Ekayana Magga, or the what is this Ekayana Magga? Buddha mentioned here in as according to the Mahāsatipatthana Sutta, this is the core foundation of mindfulness. Four foundation of mindfulness mean it is the we can say it is the, according to the Atthakatha, it is the Noble Eightfold Path. That means if you practice four foundation of mindfulness, or in other words, the Noble Eightfold Path, you are going to end up with seven benefits, as I described before. Let's move now according to the day request according to this chart. This chart is made by our um, the meditation teacher or the Kamathana Charya, um, Venerable Paok Sayadaw in Myanmar. According to they request me, Mr. Pankaj and Mr. Pankaj Mishram and Dr. Sheetal Mishram invited me to explain this chart according to the Buddha's teaching. So I'm gonna now teach you what is this chart and what is the Ekayano Magga according to the Buddha's teaching. So Noble Eightfold Path. What is the Noble Eightfold Path? It has 8 factors. Noble Eightfold Path, it has 8 factors. So what are they? They are the Samma Ditti, right view, Samma Sankappa, right thought, and this is the Panya Sikha. These 2 factors of the Noble Eightfold Path, what is called, Buddha mentioned, it is the Panya Sikha. Panya Sikha means this is the uh, wisdom training of the wisdom. Why it is called the training of the wisdom? Uh, the Samma Ditti means you need to discern. First, you need to discern your Dukkha Satcha Dhamma. That means your 5 aggregate to the ultimate reality. And to see this penetratively understand this what called the Dukkha Satcha Dhamma as well as the Samudaya Satcha Dhamma, you need to have your mind, every time your mind want to lift towards the object. Those are the objects for the Vipassana. Dukkha Satcha Dhamma and the Samudaya Satcha Dhamma are the objects of Vipassana. To see these objects of Vipassana, you need to, your Vitakka Chetasika or with Vitakka mental factor needs to lift mind towards the object. So therefore, or in Pali it says Arammana Abhiniropana Lakkana as a Vitakka Chetasika. What is the natural feature of the Vitakka Chetasika? Arammana Abhiniropana Lakkana. That means initial application towards the object or initial lifting towards the object. So if your mind initially lift the object to mind towards the object, then your panyindriya or your wisdom faculty can penetrate this ultimate materiality and the mentality uh, as they really are. So therefore, these 2 factors Buddha mentioned at first, and first in the Aryathangika Magga, and that is the Samma Ditti and Samma Sankappa, or right view and the right thought. That is the Panyasika or the wisdom training. And then the next 3 factors are Samma Vacha, right speech, and Samma Kammanta, right action, and you have again Samma Ajiva, right livelihood. So these 3 factors are Sila Sikhi, or the training of the virtue, or the morality training. And then you have again 3 factors. The last 3 factors are the Samma Vayama, that means your right effort, and then you have Samma Sati, right mindfulness, and you have again Samma Samadhi, right concentration. This right concentration, Buddha mentioned what is this right concentration? First jhana, second jhana, third jhana, and the fourth jhana. First Rupavachara jhana, and the second Rupavachara jhana, or the fine material jhana, and third fine material jhana, and the fourth fine material jhana. So now, but if the Buddha mentioned in this way, you need to take um, according to the Atakatha and according to the Naya or the strategy in this Dhamma, in this good Dhamma, we have many different strategy. So according to this, you need to take the first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. Buddha mentioned middle concentration here. And we need to take the upper concentration also. What is the upper concentration? You mean you have fifth jhana, sixth jhana, seventh jhana, and the eighth jhana. And eighth jhana, that means the fifth jhana mean the akasananchayatana rupa jhana or the immaterial jhana. Jhana mean the highest concentration, absorption concentration. And you have sixth jhana, that is the vinyananchayatana jhana, or we can say base of the boundlessness of the consciousness. Base of the boundless consciousness. And then you have akinchanyayatana jhana, that means the base of nothingness. And then you have uh, Nevasanya Nasanya Jhana as the eighth jhana, and that is the base of neither perception nor non-perception. So, sorry, very sorry. And you need to take the highest concentration also here. If the Buddha mentioned the middle thing only in Buddha mentioned as Samma Samadhi, first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, and fourth jhana. And again, you need to take the before that Samadhi. Before the first Samadhi also you need to take. What is the before first jhana Samadhi? That is the access concentration for example, for element meditation or the Chatudhatu Vavatthana Bhavana, or Buddhanusati access concentration, Dhammanusati access concentration. What is the recollection of the Buddha's qualities, and recollection of the Dhamma's qualities, and recollection of the Sangha's quality, recollection of your charity qualities, and recollection of Deva's qualities, and recollection of your Sila qualities or morality qualities. And then you have recollection of death, and then you have a recollection of the Nibbana Dhamma, the peaceful element. So these gives also the access concentration, um, especially here. But Buddha explained the four element meditation access concentration. Four element meditations access concentration. So these three factors, Samma Vayama, Samma Sati, and Samma Samadhi, are the concentration aggregate, or we can say concentration training of the concentration. So now, how you want to practice? According to the Satipatthana Sutta, how you want to practice? Buddha mentioned to the Atthakatha, uh, your way of practice depends totally on the seven Visuddhi, according to the seven types of Visuddhi or Sattva Visuddhi, or the seven types of purification. You need to have purification, to develop purification. The first, okay, now let's go to the chart. According to this chart, um, that means according to the real Dhamma, according to the real Dhamma, your first purification, or the first Visuddhi, is the Sila Visuddhi. Sila Visuddhi is the morality purification. And then if you go to the second Visuddhi, that is the Chitta Visuddhi. Chitta Visuddhi means the consciousness purification. I will explain in near future. And then if you go to the third Visuddhi, according to the Buddha's real teaching, third Visuddhi is the Ditti Visuddhi, or view purification. I will explain this. And then if you go to the fourth Visuddhi, you have Kankha Vitarana Visuddhi, or doubt overcoming purification. And then the fifth Visuddhi, in this good path, in this extraordinary path, what is that? That is the Magga Jnana Darsana Visuddhi. Path and non-path, knowledge and vision purification. Knowledge and vision purification. And then you have six Visuddhi. What is that? Patipada Jnanadassana Visuddhi. What is that? The practice knowledge and vision purification. And then the last purification is the Jnanadassana Visuddhi, knowledge and vision purification. Where these mentioned? This mentioned in Rathavinita Sutta, and as well as it is in Majjhima Nikaya, as well as Patisambhida Magga, uh, and many other suttas also. And again, in the Satipatthana Sutta, Atthakatha explain these 7 types of Visuddhi. Now, up to the first Visuddhi from the first Visuddhi, Sila Visuddhi, Chitta Visuddhi, Ditthi Visuddhi, and Kanka Vitaran Visuddhi, and your Magga Magga Jnanadassana Visuddhi, and Patipada Jnanadassana Visuddhi. Up to the 6th Visuddhi, Buddha mentioned this is the preliminary part of this path. Preliminary part of this path. That means, what is that? Pubbha Bhaga Patipada. Buddha mentioned that is the Pubbha Bhaga Patipada up to 6th Visuddhi. And the 7th Visuddhi, Buddha mentioned Apara Bhaga Patipada. That means, Apara Bhaga Patipada means you attain to the Nibbana as that means Nibbana as object. You attain to the Magga and Pala, path and fruition knowledges. And that is the 7th Visuddhi. 7th Visuddhi is the Apara Bhaga Patipada. That means final part of this path, purification. So you need to know this thing. You need to remember this thing by heart. And then how to practice now this 7 Visuddhi. And then the question come to you, how to practice this 7 Visuddhi. Now, we discuss about the Ariyatangika Magga. Ariyatangika Magga has Sila, Samadhi, Panya aggregate. That means Sila Sikha or the Sila Ariyatangika Magga starting from the Panya Sikha. That means the training of the wisdom. And then you have Sila Sikha, training of the morality. And then you have training of the concentration. And this is also your morality purification is your Sila Sikha. That means Sila aggregate. Morality purification or the Sila Visuddhi is your Sila aggregate. And then if you develop Chitta Visuddhi, that means the consciousness purification. Chitta Visuddhi means what is the mention in Nattakatha mention? What is this Chitta Visuddhi? Chitta Visuddhi is the Sa Upachara Appana Chitta Visuddhi Nam. Sa Upachara Appana Chitta Visuddhi Nam. What is that? Upachara Samadhi or access concentration and Appana. Appana means your jhana concentration, absorption concentration. Jhana concentration up to 8 attainment from the first jhana. First jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, and 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th jhana, all what called 8 attainment. So now Sa Upachara Appana Chitta Visuddhi Nama. That is the very sorry. That is the according to the Buddha's teaching, that is the Chitta Visuddhi or the consciousness purification. This consciousness purification, according to the Ariyatangika Magga, your Samma Vayama, Samma Sati, and Samma Samadhi. And then I will explain again Chitta Visuddhi thereafter. And again, if you develop based on this your morality purification and your consciousness purification, you need to practice your view purification or Ditthi Visuddhi. And Ditthi Visuddhi means your 5 aggregate. You need to discern your 5 aggregate as per Vipassanā object. And then that means if you discern the 5 aggregate, that means your wisdom arises there. And therefore, this view purification also, according to the Ariyatangika Magga, it is the Panya Sikha or the wisdom training. And then you need to practice Kanka Vitarana Visuddhi, that means the doubt overcoming purification by practice the dependent origination, the second Ariya Satya or the we can say this is the Paticca Samuppada, the dependent origination. That is the second Arya Satya. The view purification mean if you practice your five aggregate, that is the first Arya Satya, Dukkha Satya. And the second Arya Satya is the Samudaya Satya. So therefore, those are the objects of Vipassana. And if you practice this doubt overcoming purification, that means that is also Panya Sikha. And then if you practice the path and non-path knowledge and vision purification, that is also your Panya Sikha or your wisdom training. And then if you practice the what called the Patipada Jnanadassana Visuddhi, that is also your Panya training. And then the final part of this path is what is called Jnana Dassana Visuddhi. That means you attain the Magga Phala and taking the Nibbana as subject. So Magga Phala and Nibbana, that is what is called the final part of this purification. That is the Aparabhaga Patipada. If you practice this Aparabhaga Patipada, that is also your Panya Sikha. So now you know these seven types of Visuddhi and the Arya Tangika Magga are the same. Only the it differs with the phrase only. It differs with the phrase only. Otherwise, it is the same. Buddha mentioned into the Mahasatipatthana Sutta Atthakatha as well as in the Rathavinita Sutta also. Buddha mentioned those are the same thing. And then how you practice this purification, seven types of purification. Now we go to the morality purification. How you want to practice morality purification or your sila visuddhi or virtue, your virtue, how you want to practice your virtue according to the Buddha's teaching. As a lay devotees, you can practice five precepts like you undertook right before, and that is your five precepts, Panchasila. You want to undertake and you need to protect. That is the Visuddhi then. Without breaking, you need to protect. And then you can have eight precepts, Atthasila. That is also you want to understand, undertake and protect. And then you can have nine precepts, Navasila, or you can undertake and protect the 10 precepts, so Dasasila. So in this way, you want to undertake and protect without breaking. So that is your Sila Visuddhi. If you practice based on this Sila Visuddhi, the taking according to the Buddha's teaching, the object for the Chitta Visuddhi, then only your meditation successful. And then for the Samanera in this sasana, you have so the lay devotees mean Upasaka Upasika. For the Samanera, we have today to the Samanera 10 precepts. And uh, in this sasana, we have again Dasasila Mata. Dasasila Mata. Dasasila Mata mean we can say here it's mentioned Theravada nun. That is the Dasasila Mata. They also can practice, their Sila Visuddhi also 10 precepts. Dasa Pabbajja Sila, or we can say in Pali. That is the Dasa Pabbajja Sila for the Theravada nuns as well as to the Samaneras. Samanera means novices of the, before he attained to the higher ordination, in the Bhikkhu Sasana, not the big, we don't have Bhikkhuni Sasana today. So we have Dasasila Mata. For the Dasasila Mata, 10 precepts. For the Samanera, 10 precepts. And for the Theravada Bhikkhu, Theravada Bhikkhu means Theravada monk who reached to the higher ordination. Their main morality purification is the Patimukha Sangvara Sila. Patimukha Sangvara Sila. That means you have, according to the Buddha's teaching, to the Theravada monk, you have 227 basic rules, but there are more. But basically, you want to protect as a Theravada Upasampada or the higher ordination monk. You need to protect 227 rules, and that is what is called Patimukha Samvara Sila or the Patimukha restraint morality. And then uh, again, he need to practice Indriya Samvara Sila also. Samvara Sila mean you have Indriya mean six sense base. Your six sense base. You need to restrain eye door. You need to restrain the ear door. You need to restrain the nose door, tongue door, body door, and your mind door. You need to restrain. That is what is called faculties restrain morality. And then you have Ajiva Parisuddha Sila. Arjiva Parashuddha Sila mean uh, that is you need to depend on the that mean your Ajiva or your livelihood should be very pure. You can't earn money from this asana. And if as a bhikkhu, if he practice another, for example, medication, if he practice Ayurvedic um, medication or Ayurvedic practice or whatever the practice or some bhikkhu if practice the astrology and take the money from the people, that means that livelihood is not pure. So that's the meaning here. And you need to restrain livelihood purification also. That is the livelihood purification morality. And uh, uh, then again, you have Pachya Sannisita Sila. Pachya Sannisita Sila means we have four basic thing, what is called Pachya, or the requisites. Four requisites. We have four requisites. What is that? Our food, our accommodation, or the senasana, and food mean our pindapata. Pindapata mean the food, and dana. Oh, and then we want senasana or the accommodation, and then we need chivara or we need the cloth chivara, and then we need medicine. So those are what is called four requisites: pindapata, senasana, chivara, and gilana pachya. So those are what is called pachya or the requisites. Whenever you use these requisites, you need to reflect these requisites. You need to reflect mean you need to um, according to the Buddha's teaching, you need to reflect these four pachaya. So therefore, if you every time you need to reflect these four requisites. So therefore, that is what is called pachaya sannisita sila for the upasampada bhikkhu. Only these patimokha samvara sila and indriya samvara sila, ajiva parisuddha sila, and the pachaya sannisita sila for the upasampada bhikkhu only. If he undertake these things and protect forever, that is his morality training or morality purification. And now, uh, if anybody, bhikkhu, dasasila mata, samanera, and again lay devotees, upasaka upasika, if they can practice this sila, and based on this sila, everybody can practice the samadhi. Samadhi mean if you practice the jhana samadhi, or when you practice the access concentration, that is not the jhana, that is the next low level samadhi than the jhana samadhi. That is what is called access concentration or the upachara samadhi. So that is what is called your chitta visuddhi. Your chitta visuddhi is the thing when you practice this thing. Uh, what is that? Chitta Visuddhi mean, what is the Chitta Visuddhi? I explained Chitta Visuddhi is the Sa Upachara Appana Chitta Visuddhi Nama. According to the Visuddhi Magga explanation and other Atthakatha's explanation, that is access concentration or Upachara Samadhi plus other 8 attainment. First jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, and other 4 arupa jhana, as I mentioned before, like akasananchayatana jhana, vinyananchayatana jhana, akinchanyayatana jhana, and the nevasanya nasanyayatana jhana. And now, how to practice this chitta visuddhi, and how you attain to the access concentration and the jhana samadhi? Buddha mentioned 40 samatha meditation. For that, Buddha mentioned 40 samatha meditation. Sometimes this mentioned all samatha, or we will discuss. So, for example, you have basically you have um, in according to the 40 samatha meditation of the Buddha's teaching, you have kasina, kasina jhana. Kasina mean actually kasina mean the expansion of your nimitta, or the expansion of your pratibhaga nimitta, or the counterpart sign. So, if you practice this kasina meditation has the nimitta, what is called in Pali. Nimitta mean that is the brilliant and bright, radiant, um, that is the translucent and bright, brilliant, radiant uh, thing appear in front of you if you take this object. For example, and you need to expand this object thereafter. That is what is called kasina. So kasina mean you have 10 kasina. To develop your concentration, you have 10 kasina. The first one is earth kasina, or the Pathavi kasina. And then you have Apo kasina, the Vada kasina. And then you have fire kasina, or the Tejo kasina. And then you have Vayo kasina, wind kasina. And then you have your Nila kasina. Nila kasina, or dark blue or black kasina. Dark blue or black kasina. And then you have yellow kasina, Pita kasina, what is called. And you have red, or the, we can say, that is the Lohita kasina. And you have white kasina, that is the Odata kasina. And then you have light kasina, Aloka kasina. And then you have space, or the Akasa kasina. If you take these subjects and practice this kasina according to the kasina meditation, and then you develop your mind gradually develop up to its patibhaga nimitta, that is the counterpart sign, which is very translucent and brilliant and bright radiant thing. So in front of you it gives very brilliant light. And so those are the 10 kasina. And then you have, again, you have here, it doesn't mention, maybe yeah, it mentioned in the okay. And then you have 10 types of Asubha meditation, taking your dead body, not your dead body, or taking the other's dead body, like the swollen dead body, and the bluish colored dead body, and oozing dead body, like up to the dead body, up to the skeleton, and the small particles, or skeleton now become dust. Up to that thing, that level, you need to practice 10 level of Asubha meditation, or the loathsome meditations. And then, so then 20, we have 10 types of Kasina, 10 types of Asubha meditation. And then you have 10 types of Anusati meditation. Here it doesn't mention. Anusati meditation mean you have Buddha Anusati, recollection of the Buddha's qualities, and Dhamma Anusati, recollection of the Dhamma's qualities, and you have Sangha's qualities, that is the Sangha Anusati, and you have recollection of your Sila qualities, and then recollection of your Chaga. Chaga mean the charity. your dana or the offering qualities of the offering. You need to practice quality. You need to contemplate your qualities of the offering. That is what is called chaganusati. And then you have again you have devatanusati, the qualities of the deva, and now you are comparing the qualities of the deva. You develop this fact and this deva qualities and attain to the upachara concentration. So and then you have marananusati. Marananusati means the recollection of the death. And you have upasamanusati, that is the qualities of the, you need to reflect the qualities of the nibbana dhamma. That is your upasamanusati. These 8 types of anusati meditation can reach up to the upachara concentration only, upachara samadhi only. It gives the upachara samadhi only, that means the access concentration. And then you have in this anusati meditation, you have anapanasati meditation, mindfulness of the breathing meditation. And this anapana meditation gives first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, and the fourth rupavachara jhana. So jhana samadhi means the absorption concentration, that is the highest samadhi. So therefore, in the anapanasati meditation gives the up to fourth jhana. And then you have 32 parts of the body. For example, your head hair, body hair, like thing, you have 32 parts of the body. These 32 parts of the body, each part, by way of each part, you can develop up to first jhana. First jhana only, like Lotsa meditation or the Asubha meditation, you can develop up to first jhana only. And then you need to practice those are the, so therefore that is what is called kaya gata sati meditation up to first jhana first. So therefore these out of this anusati 10 meditation, 8 meditation for the access concentration to develop, and the other 2 meditation, mindfulness of the breathing or the anapanasati meditation, and the other meditation what is called the 32 parts of the body, or Kayagata Sati meditation to the up to jhana level. Okay, now again you have for Brahma Vihara meditation, or for sublime abiding meditation. For sublime abiding meditation, those are the Metta Bhavana, Karuna Bhavana, Mudita Bhavana, and the Upeka Bhavana. So what is that? Metta Bhavana means your loving kindness meditation up to third jhana. Metta Bhavana up to third jhana. And then you have Karuna Bhavana, the compassion meditation. Compassion meditation, that is the Karuna Bhavana. And then you have Mudita Bhavana, sympathetic joy. Sympathetic joy. So this sympathetic joy or the Mudita Bhavana also gives, Karuna Bhavana, Metta Bhavana gives up to third jhana, up to third Rupavachara jhana. And the fourth sublime abiding meditation is or the Brahma Vihara meditation is the Upeka Bhavana. This Upeka Bhavana gives the fourth jhana only. This Upeka Bhavana based on Metta Bhavana, Mudita Bhavana, and the Karuna Bhavana. Based on the Metta Bhavana, Karuna Bhavana, and Mudita Bhavana, you need to attain to the fourth jhana. So that is the way according to the Buddha's teaching. And then uh, and then you have 4 Arupa jhana. What are the 4 Arupa jhana? 4 Arupa jhana means your Akasananchayatana jhana, Vinyananchayatana jhana, Akinchanyayatana jhana, and the last one is the Nevasanya Nasanyayatana jhana. What is this Akasananchayatana jhana? Means the base of boundless peace, base of boundless space. And then you have base of boundless consciousness as Vinyananchayatana jhana. Okay, good. And then uh, base of nothingness, that is the Akinchanyayatana jhana, and the base of neither perception nor non-perception is the your Nevasanya Nasanyayatana Arupa jhana. The Arupa jhana means these are the object of these are the that means these arupa jhana, in the arupa world, you have this jhana, but still you can produce taking the object in this very life, or whatever the human also, they were also can practice this arupa jhana also. So therefore, these arupa jhana, four arupa jhana and the four Brahma Vihara jhana, now you have 8 jhana there. And then you have Chatu Dhatu Vavatthana meditation or Chatu Dhatu Vavatthana Bhavana. So this is for the both Suddha Vipassaka as well as the Samathayanika Vipassaka. And that gives up to the Upachara concentration only, or the access concentration. Upachara Samadhi only you can develop this for element meditation or the Chatu Dhatu Vavatthana meditation. And then you have ahare particular sanya, only sanya bhavana of according to the Buddha's teaching, you have only sanya bhavana. That is what is called ahare particular sanya. You need to reflect your food as a repulsive thing. So you can enter into the, or you can end up with up to upachara concentration, no jhana samadhi for the ahare particular sanya also. So therefore, this is the 40 samatha meditation according to the Buddha's teaching. And but somebody can practice all 40 samatha meditation, and then they can practice view purification thereafter. Or somebody can practice only mindfulness of the breathing meditation according to his willing, or the meditator's willing, his or her willing. You can practice only mindfulness of the breathing meditation up to 4th jhana. But you don't need to, if you take the mindfulness of the breathing meditation, your practice must to the jhana concentration, not to the parikamma samadhi. Not to the parikamma samadhi. And I will explain what is this parikamma samadhi. And now we want to discuss what is the samadhi in your, as Buddha's teaching, what is the samadhi level in this 40 samatha meditation. In the for the here you have two meditators. What are the meditators? The first meditator is the Suddha Vipassaka, or we can say Sukha Vipassaka also. That means pure insight meditator. Pure insight meditator, that means or that meditator doesn't practice jhana. Instead, he must practice 4 element meditation or Chatudhatu Vavatthana Bhavana. Chatudhatu Vavatthana Bhavana, and he need to practice up to its upachara concentration. If he practice, if the meditator practice its upachara up to its upachara concentration, taking this Chatudhatu Vavatthana Bhavana, I will explain briefly this Chatudhatu Vavatthana Bhavana here. And if he practice up to Upachara Samadhi, or the access concentration, he attain to the Chitta Visuddhi. He attain to the Chitta Visuddhi. Without attaining to the Chitta Visuddhi, you can't go through this path up to Nibbana. Chitta Visuddhi, attainment of the Chitta Visuddhi is a must. That is the key to this path as a Suddha Vipassaka. And then other Vipassaka is Samathayanika Vipassaka. Samathayanika meditator. What is the meaning Samathayanika meditator? That means he must practice taking jhana object. He must practice jhana. So basically, he can practice starting from the mindfulness of the breathing meditation or the anapanasati meditation. That is up to the 4th jhana he must practice. Usually, every meditator, if he attain to the 1st jhana, he can attain to the 4th jhana also. And now, what are the concentration level in this 40 samatha meditation? Buddha mentioned the first concentration. Everybody must reach to this first concentration. That is what is called parikamma samadhi. Parikamma samadhi. What is the parikamma samadhi? Preliminary concentration. Preliminary concentration. If you take any object of according to the Buddha's teaching, you have 40 samatha objects. Take one samatha object, and then you practice according to the according to the Buddha's teaching systematically. And then you can have while concentrating on the or while you keeping mindfulness towards the object. I didn't mention what is the object, but take any object, and if you practice, if you keep your mindfulness towards the object, second after second, sharp and powerfully, without taking any object, that means you want to be very oblivious towards the object. Be on the mind, be on the moment, and take your object practice by developing mindfulness. So at that time you can see, uh, at that time your mind become piti and happiness, piti and or your mind piti sukha, your mind develop you can understand while practicing, and then your body become very light, not so heavy. And but don't pay attention to that, don't pay attention to that, but you can understand. And in front of you it gives some lights for you, it gives some lights for you in front of you because of the power of your mind, power of your concentration and the mindfulness. It gives in front of you and around you a light. That is what is called, uh, so therefore this situation, if you enter to this situation, this is the your parikamma samadhi. And after that, Parikamma Samadhi, this is the low level of concentration. But Buddha mentioned in the Sankhita Sutta, in the Anguttara Nikaya, don't depend on this Parikamma Samadhi. Instead, you need to practice up to Upachara Samadhi or the Jhana Samadhi. Otherwise, you can't go on this path. So keep it in mind. If you practice forever only parikam samadhi, you can't understand this dhamma. So therefore, the parikam samadhi also high. You can understand your mindfulness goes sharply, but it is still parikam samadhi. And then when you your mindfulness is very very powerful and sharp towards the object, you develop upachara samadhi. The higher than the parikama samadhi, that is higher concentration. That is in the upachara samadhi. You can see in front of you brilliant and bright, radiant, your samadhi level, samadhi state, which is bright, brilliant, and radiant. In front of you, you can see bright, brilliant, and radiant situation in front of you. That is, and then you can see from this bright, brilliant, and the radiant situation state in front of you, your in your heart, your mind, and the mental factors, especially five jhana factors, you can see through that light, that is what is therefore, you if you can see the jhana factors, and then your five hindrances, pancha nivarana, at that time your pancha nivarana suppressed. So that state is what is called upachara samadhi. Upachara samadhi, that means you can see in the upachara samadhi, you can see the paramattha dhamma. For example, you can see your mind and your five jhana factors. Those are the paramattha dhamma. So Buddha praised this upachara concentration. Buddha don't need to keep the meditators in the parikamma samadhi level. And then the highest concentration is the jhana samadhi. So you have parikamma samadhi, the preliminary concentration, and you have upachara samadhi, the access concentration, and you have absorption concentration thereafter. Absorption concentration means your jhana samadhi. If you take jhana object only, you can reach it up to that. If you take the upachara samadhi objects, you can't reach up to the jhana samadhi level. Jhana samadhi state, you can't reach. And what is the basically here mentioned in this chart mentioned the to the samathayanika vipassaka mindfulness breathing as a starting meditation. Mindfulness of the breathing, that means That means that is the your Anapanasati meditation. And to the Suddha Vipassaka, here mentioned four element meditation. Here mentioned mean not according to the Park Sayadaw great teacher. This is according to the Buddha's teaching only he mentioned here. So four element meditation mean uh, Chatudhatu Vavatthana Bhavana. Four element meditation is Chatudhatu Vavatthana Bhavana. That is the access, that is up to the access concentration. If you take as a Samathayanika Vipassaka, so then you need to practice jhana object. You need to practice jhana object up to the some absorption concentration level. Okay, now let's see. Let's see here. If you practice as a Suddha Vipassaka, now you know what is our jhana object and what is our the Upachara Samadhi objects. Now, as a Suddha Vipassaka, you must practice four element meditation or Chatudhatu Avathana Bhavana. And then you need to attain to the Chitta Visuddhi. That means if you practice four element meditation, what is the four element meditation? What is the four element mean? Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo are the four element. You basically made up of four element. You basically made up of four element. That means what is your earth element or the Patavi Dhatu is the earth element, and Apo Dhatu is the water element, and Tejo Dhatu is your fire element, and Vayo Dhatu is wind element. What is your Patavi element in your body? You need to focus your Patavi element. What is your Patavi element in your body? Hardness of your body. Where you have hardness, that is the Patavi element. Wherever you have hardness in your body, that is Patavi element. Wherever roughness, object of roughness in your body, that is the Patavi element. And wherever you have heaviness in your body, that is your Patavi element. So Patavi element has these basic three features. And then again, opposite of these three features, you have uh, softness, smoothness, and lightness. Softness, smoothness, and lightness. Wherever you have softness, that is also Patavi element. Wherever you have softness, that is also your Patavi element. Wherever you have lightness of the body, that is also your Patavi element. That means Patavi element basically has then six features, six objects. For the Patavi element, you have six objects, and then you have your Apo element, or the water element, Apo Dhatu. What is the Apo Dhatu? Wherever you have flowing feature in your body, for example, saliva flows to the mouth, under the tongue, or the mouth, inside the mouth, and your tears flows, and your blood flow from the heart towards the periphery as well as internal, external like thing. And those are the and again you in your elementary tract you have flames, or your the enzyme and other secretory the thing. So those are also your the Apo element. And then you have your cohesion. Cohesion also Apo element. Cohesion mean adhesion. Adhesion each other. Adhesion each other mean your muscles, bones, and the tendons, and the skin, and the other fat layer all together. They adhere. They adhere all together. So that is what is called cohesion of the Apo element. So Apo element has two characteristics: flowing and cohesion. And then your Tejo element has two characteristics. What is that? Your heat and cold. Heat of the body and the cold of the your gross body is what is called Tejo element features. Features of the Tejo element. And then you have your um Vayo Dhatu. What is the characteristic of the Vayo Dhatu? What is the features of the Vayo Dhatu? Pushing feature is wherever you have pushing features in your body, that is Vayo Dhatu. For example, and the other thing is the supporting, pushing and the supporting is the Vayo Dhatu in your body. So, for example, for the pushing, when your breathe comes into the lung, what is the main dhatu is pushing characteristic of your vayo element, vayo dhatu, or the wind element, pushing. If the wind push this air coming from outside, this air push towards the lungs through the respiratory tract, and then it comes up to your the alveoli in the lungs. So now, you know, if there is no supporting feature, what happened? This air uh, damage your alveoli and damage your chest wall, and this air comes out, damaging and comes out if you don't have the supporting features of the bio element. So basically now bio element has two characteristics: pushing and the supporting. And for example, whenever your feces goes towards the rectum, that is also occurred because of this bio element pushing features of the bio element. And when you urinate, this urine from the bladder or from the urinary canal to the bladder, and from the bladder to the outside, what is the pushing feature of the bio element is the one which helps to dispel out. So this is your four element. So now you want to take this four element one by one. For example, Buddha said while practicing this Chatu Dahatu Avattana Bhavana for the Suddha Vipassaka as well as to the Samathayanika Vipassaka, both need to be practiced this meditation. This meditation is a must. This four element meditation is a key towards the Nibbana for all meditators. So therefore, if you didn't practice this four element meditation, you never see the Nibbana. You never go through this path very as taught by the Buddha systematically. And now you take one. Now, how many objects you have in this four element meditation? How many objects you have? Patavi, six object: hardness, roughness, heaviness, smoothness, softness, and lightness. And then Apo, cohesion and the flowing. And eight. Now eight altogether, eight. And then Tejo, you have heat and the cold. So then how many? 10. And then Vayo, you have two, pushing and the supporting. And now you have 12. All characteristic are 12. So this meditation has 12 objects. But as compared to the Anapanasati meditation, how many objects for the Anapanasati meditation? One object. You are breathing only. As Kasina meditation, one object. If you practice earth Kasina, only one object. If you practice, that means earth is the object. If you practice water Kasina, you have one object, that is the water. And if you practice the Tejo Kasina, you need to take the fire as an object. So like that, one object only. Uh, and if you practice metta meditation, what is your object? Beings. Beings are the object. No, if you practice Karuna meditation, the Dukkita Satta, or the suffering beings are the object. So therefore, one object only. And then if you practice the Subha meditation, only one dead body you need to take. That means one object only. If you practice 32 parts up to the first jhana, one object only. For example, you can focus head hair, your head hair as an object. So therefore, you can enter into the hair jhana, first jhana. So that means in this others jhana meditation, you take one object only. If you take one object only, you can attain to the jhana. But if you take the many different objects, like in 4 element meditation, according to the Buddha's teaching, 4 element meditation, you have 12 objects. So therefore, you take the 12 objects, and these, because of you take different object, and therefore you can't reach to the jhana level. So your meditation end up with the access concentration only, upachara samadhi only. And then again, in this 4 element meditation, you can have, your objects are paramattha dhamma. For example, Patavi is the paramattha dhamma, ultimate reality, ultimate materiality. Apo, or the water element, is the paramattha dhamma. Tejo is the paramattha dhamma. And the other one, the Vayu, also Paramattha Dhamma. So therefore, these, taking Paramattha Dhamma as object, you can't reach to the Nibbana, Jhana Samadhi. You can't enter into the absorption concentration, Jhana Samadhi, if you take the Paramattha Dhamma as object. So therefore, this 4 element meditation is up to access concentration only. These are the reason. And if you take this 4 element object, for example, if you take the pushing features of your body as an object, for example, we can say while breathe while breath coming through the nostril and it goes to the chest, and your chest become expand, and again chest contract when the air goes out. This is according to the pushing features of the vayu. So you pay attention to the chest expansion and relaxation, while closing your eye. By practicing this meditation. While practicing this meditation, you need to focus your expansion of the chest and the relaxation of the chest. And then you can understand this is the pushing. You take the object there and go from there up to the head and up to the toes or the bottom. And that means you need to direct your object. You need to discern. Now you need to discern inside of the body as well as the outside of the body, or the surface of the body, or inside of as well as inside of the body. You need to discern this pushing feature everywhere systematically. So in the same way, you need to take every object, every 12 object, and then thereafter you need to discern these objects. You need to discern, and then you from the top of the head up to the bottom of the feet, you can discern these objects as Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo. Like the this is that means that is the eventually you can take Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo. Like you want to recite, you want to contemplate from the top of the head up to the toes, and then you can see your body become uh, your body become ash color light initially. You can see your body become ash color light initially. And then in this ash color structure also, you need to find out, contemplate your 4 element, Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vaya. You need to discern and go very quickly from head to the toes, top of the head to the toes. And then you can understand your body become more white. Body become more white, and body become more white, and it gives light. It emits light. It gives light. It emits light out to the outside. And then in this white structure also, you need to practice your 4 element continuously, systematically, from the top of the head up to the bottom. And then you can see this your body become very large, eventually very large, up to your room or wherever you meditate. For some extent your body become very large. You can see by your mind though. That means your meditation mind, you can see everything as it is. And then ultimately this large structure become translucent structure. That means clear glass-like structure. This clear glass structure also, this is your Patibhaga Nimitta in this meditation. Patibhaga Nimitta, that is very brilliant and bright. This Patibhaga, this glass-like structure. Oh, this you can see your body become like ice cube, or yeah, clear glass-like structure that is very bright and brilliant, like a black diamond, like sorry. And then you still want to contemplate and discern rapidly, very rapidly, from the head, from the top of the head up to the bottom. From the top of the head up to the bottom, you need to practice this meditation while keeping your mindful, sharp and powerful mindfulness towards this clear glass structure. And that is your object now. That is the object, but that on that structure, your object are the four elements: Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vaya. And then you can see this clear glass structure is breaking down and gives the Rupa Kalapa, minute particles in front of you. You can see your body furthermore, and you can understand your body become small particles. It breaks down, and it gives the crystal appearance, and those crystal appearance also ultimately become more small particles. That is what is called Buddha, what is called Rupa Kalapa. Those are the uh, we can say subatomic particles. These subatomic particles are the Rupa Kalapa. But this state also your Sammuti level, you can reach up to the you cannot reach still you can reach to the Paramattha level, or the ultimate materiality level. How you want to finish this meditation? You need to analyze all these Rupa Kalapa. Basically, now you have two types of Rupa Kalapa. Your Prasada Rupa Kalapa, or the brilliant and bright Rupa Kalapa. And again, you have opaque Rupa Kalapa. In both Rupa Kalapa, this Rupa Kalapa, you can see very clearly this Rupa Kalapa always arise, always pass away. Always arise, always pass away. Always arise, very quickly pass away. Like that, you can see this Rupa Kalapa. But before pass away, in the static phase of this Rupa Kalapa, you need to find out what is the Patavi Dhatu. You need to see what is Patavi Dhatu, what is Apo Dhatu, what is the Tejo Dhatu, what is Vayu Dhatu. You need to discern this four element in each Rupa Kalapa. So if your mind satisfy the discernment is successful like that, then you reach to the access concentration, or the upachara samadhi of this very meditation. So this is the way how to practice four element meditation, but I explain very little detail only. If you want to know this meditation further, more details, go to Satipatthana Sutta taught by me to you, and then it mentioned in very detail, maybe 2 hour session. Now, for the Suddha Vipassaka, this is the access concentration of this four element meditation. For that means this Suddha Vipassaka see the Paramattha Dhamma, Paramattha Rupa Dhamma, than the Samathayanika Vipassaka. So therefore, this meditation, that is what is called Suddha Vipassaka. The meditator, what is called the Buddha Suddha Vipassaka, that means he sees or this meditator sees the Rupa Paramattha Dhamma than the Samathayanika Vipassaka. And then he need to practice Rupa Kammatthana, or the materiality meditation. This Suddha Vipassaka thereafter want to practice materiality meditation. You go to the third Visuddhi. You see the view purification, or the Ditti Visuddhi. How to practice this Visuddhi? This is the first Vipassana Jnana. In the right side, you have first Vipassana Jnana. In the right side. That is what is called mentality, materiality, definition knowledge. Materiality definition knowledge, that is your Nama Rupa Paricheda Jnana. This is the very first beginning Vipassana Jnana. That means what is your mentality? What is your materiality here? You in as a Suddha Vipassaka, you need to practice first materiality meditation. Materiality meditation means you need to find out all 32 parts of the body and 42 parts of the body and six sense doors. What are the Rupa Kalapa in all 32 parts of the body and the six sense doors and all the others, the 42 parts of the body? You need to find out or discern what are the materiality. That means what are the Rupa Kalapa that you have in each 32 parts and each six sense doors. You need to discern. So and then you need to discern as a Suddha Vipassaka, what is your Kammaja Rupa or the Kamma born materiality? What is your Chittaja Rupa, mind born materiality? Mind based on the heart base, it gives the materiality. That is what is called Chittaja Rupa. And then what are your Aharaja born materiality? Aharaja born materiality means whatever ahara or the food you taken into the stomach, it gives the Aharaja Rupa Kalapa. And again, what are the materiality that derived from the your Tejo Dhatu? In the old Rupakalapa, you have Tejo Dhatu. While practicing the four element meditation, you can understand 8 types of materiality, 9 types of materiality, and 10 types of materiality as a group, group materiality. You can see. So these 8 types of materiality has Pathavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, Vana, Gandha, Rasa, Oja. And 10 types of materiality, 9 types of materiality also has Tejo, Pathavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo. So Tejo has unique feature, has self features, and it is a unique features to produce another Rupa Kalapa. So that is what is called Tejo Rupa Kalapa or the temperature born materiality. Uttuja Rupa Kalapa also Buddha mentioned. So basically, you have 4 causes to produce Rupa or the materiality in your body. What are they? Your Kamma and your consciousness based on the heart base, and then your food and your Tejo Dhatu. So basically, four things. Uh, Everything you need to see through your access concentration, brilliant and bright, radiant state of your access concentration. Everything you need to see as if you are seen by the eye like. So otherwise, you cannot see your materiality aggregate. Materiality aggregate. So therefore, you need to understand here as a Suddha Vipassaka, you need to practice materiality meditation first. You can practice mentality meditation. That means as a Suddha Vipassaka, you cannot practice Samvedana or Vedana parts in the body, in the mind. Vedana part in the mind. You can't practice. Uh, you must practice materiality meditation first, and then you want to practice mentality meditation. Your mentality, you have, we are in now third Visuddhi, wave purification, and how to enter to the view purification. You need to practice materiality meditation first, as I said, and then you need to practice mentality meditation. Your mentality mean you have 4 parts in the mentality. That means you have four aggregate. Their mentality mean 4 aggregate. What are the 4 aggregate? Your feeling aggregate or Vedana Khanda, and your Sanya aggregate or perception aggregate. Sanya Khanda or the perception aggregate. And your Sankara aggregate. Sankara aggregate mean your formation. Sankara Khanda is your formation aggregate. And then you have Vijnana aggregate, your consciousness aggregate, or Vijnana Khanda is the consciousness aggregate. So these 4 aggregate are your mentality. These 4 aggregate are also cannot arise alone. Vedana aggregate cannot arise alone. Sanya cannot arise alone. And Sankara aggregate. Sankara aggregate means except your Vedana, Sanya, and the Vijnana, other mentality, other mental factors are the Sanya. Sorry, Sankara. Sankara, not the Sanya. Sankhara aggregate, that means formation aggregate. This formation aggregate also cannot arise alone. Vijnana aggregate also cannot arise alone. These four aggregates, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, and Vijnana, four aggregates always arise together. Keep it in mind. You can't arise Vedana alone, Sanya alone, Sankhara alone, and Vijnana alone. As well as in the Rupa also, when you go to the materiality again, you Patavi element cannot arise alone. Apo element cannot arise alone. Tejo element cannot arise alone. Vayu element cannot arise alone. Other also, Varna, Gandha, Rasa, Oja, like thing, or your heart materiality, like thing, cannot arise alone. They always together like a heap, group. So keep it in mind, that is very important in this Buddha's teaching. And then if you practice mentality meditation in the mind movement, where this four group of aggregate Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, and Vijnana in your mind movement only. Where you can see the mind movement, your chittaviti. Chittaviti means the mental process. You need to have knowledge about the chittaviti and the mind movement. So you analyze this mind movement. Mind movement are the nama kalapa, Buddha said. Mind movement are the nama kalapa or nama kaya. According to the Patisambhida Magga, it mentioned nama kaya. Rupa kalapa called rupa kaya. Nama kalapa called mind movement called nama kalapa, nama kaya. So now, if you practice your five aggregate in this way, that is your dukkha satya dhamma. Because why? These five aggregate are the suffering aggregates. So therefore, these suffering aggregates, if you find out up to the paramattha level, that is your understanding of your first noble truth or dukkha satya, first noble truth or the dukkha satya, that is the first uh, vipassana object. First vipassana object is your dukkha satya dhamma. That means basically you want to analyze your five aggregate. Those are your dukkha satya dhamma. If you practice this dukkha satya dhamma in systematically, and not only dukkha satya dhamma, but how you want to analyze this dukkha satya dhamma, Buddha said you choose your sabhava lakkhana of the materiality and mentality. Sabhava lakkhana mean your what called sabhava lakkhana mean that is the natural features. Taking natural features of the Patavi element, Apo element, Tejo element, Vayu element, or other Passa, Vedana, Sanya, Chetana, Ekagata like mentality, Vijnana like mentality, you find out according to the Sabhava Lakkana, natural features, or Sarasa Lakkana, Buddha said, or Pachatta Lakkana, Buddha said. Sarasa Lakkana, Pachatta Lakkana, Sabhava Lakkana are the same. So according to the natural features, only you can understand this mentality and materiality meditation in the beginning. And then to the view purification, you need to practice this mentality and materiality uh, by way of Lakkanadi Chatukka method. What is this Lakkanadi Chatukka method? It is mentioned in the right side of this chart. In the right side of this chart, it is mentioned Lakkanadi Chatukka mean each materiality factors, and right side of the chart here, right side of the chart above the in this yeah above uh, here right here and the arrow this what called this parenthesis what's called the here above go above more about there yeah, discerning of the characteristic lakhana function, that is the thing. Discerning of the lakhana rasa pachupattana padattana. You need to practice mentality and materiality meditation according to the lakhana rasa pachupattana and padattana. What is the lakhana? Lakhana is the natural features of the mentality and the materiality according to the Buddha's teaching. And rasa means the function of each mentality and materiality. And then manifestation is how your mind manifest of this, or how your mind knows this mentality and materiality, how your mind sees this mentality and materiality. That is the manifestation. And proximate cause is the padattan. Proximate cause is, for example, your Patavi element. What is the proximate cause for the Patavi element? Other three elements. I told you, uh, none of this materiality can arise alone. All together only they are exist. Otherwise they can't exist. So therefore, what is the Patavi element proximate cause or the Padatthana? Your other three elements, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, are the proximate cause for the Patavi element. In this way, for the every materiality and mentality, you have Padatthana or proximate cause. So you need to see by way of your as a Suddha Vipassaka, as a Suddha Vipassaka, by way of your uh, brilliant and bright, radiant four element meditation light. You can see this very clearly. Very clearly, everybody must see. Otherwise, you can't go through this path. And then again we go to the as a Samathayanika Vipassaka also. As a Samathayanika Vipassaka also, if he practice, if the meditator, Samathayanika meditator practice, Mr. Meshram, you go to the again the base of this. Okay, as a Samathayanika Vipassaka, now okay. If he practice mindfulness of the breathing up to the fourth jhana, so basically, you need to understand as a Suddha Vipassaka, if you want to go on this path, you don't hang on the mindfulness of the breathing. Instead, you must practice four element meditation. If you practice mindfulness, the breathing meditation, and your meditation stop at that time. Why you as a Samatha meditation only want to practice mindfulness of the breathing meditation. As a Suddha Vipassaka, you don't need to practice Samatha or the Jhana object because you are the Suddha Vipassaka meditation. So therefore, only the Samathayanika Vipassaka meditator want to practice, must practice the Jhana object. For example, if you practice mindfulness of the breathing meditation, and then that means the Anapanasati meditation, you want to practice first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, and the fourth jhana. So if you practice up to fourth jhana, and then how you want to go on this path? Thereafter, based on this fourth jhana light, or third jhana light, or second jhana light, or the first jhana light, but Buddha explained fourth jhana light very clearly. Fourth jhana light mean what is this light? Somebody may ask, where Buddha mentioned this light? Buddha mentioned in the fourth jhana, explanation of the fourth jhana in this way. This fourth jhana is Buddha mentioned in this way. Parisuddha, and this fourth jhana is the Parisuddha and Vigatopa Kilesa, and like that Pandara, Parisuddha, Vigatopa Kilesa, and Paryodate, Parisuddhe, Paryodate, Anangane, Vigatupa Kilese. In this way, Buddha explained this fourth jhana, praise this fourth jhana. That means, what is this Parisuddha? Parisuddha means pure. It doesn't contain any dust in the fourth jhana. Pure mean it is very clear, right? Clear glass like. And then Paryodate. What is this Paryodate? In your language, Marathi language, Pandra. Pandra mean, what is the Pandra? Pandra mean very white, brilliant. But according to the Buddha's teachings, that is the luminous color, brilliant. Paryodata mean. Paryodate, Anangane, Vigatupa Kilese. That means if you practice the up to this fourth jhana, you have upekka and ekagata, then therefore that is what is called Vigatupa Kilesa mean you don't have upakilesa there. That means your mind is very pure. But you didn't attain to the arhanship here or the any magapala. But Buddha praised this fourth jhana in this way. That is the light. Okay, that is the light. Somebody asked, where Buddha mentioned this light? This light mentioned Buddha in while giving many Dhamma talk in the Digha Nikaya, Majjhima Nikaya, Anguttara Nikaya, Buddhaka Nikaya, and the Sayanta Nikaya. Most of the suttas, except very little sutta, Buddha mentioned this fourth jhana light. Okay, as a pariyodhate, parisuddhe, like meaning you see the Attakatha and the dictionary. This is the way um, developing jhana light. Okay, now if the meditator, Samathayanika meditator, if he has the jhana, that means based on this jhana, he must practice four element meditation. He must practice four element meditation. He or she or the meditator, bhikkhu, bhikkhu and the Dasasila Mata, Samaneras, and the Upasaka, Upasika, everybody as a Samathayanika meditator, after having jhana, they must practice four element meditation, because otherwise how they can have the knowledge about the rupa khanda or the materiality aggregate. So they also must practice four element meditation to see the Nibbana. So thereafter, achieving the Kasina Jhana or whatever the Jhana, mindfulness, breathing, or whatever the Jhana, they must practice four element meditation, and they must develop the third Visuddhi, view purification. That's what's called Buddha Ekayano Maggo. One and only way. One and only way for the Suddha Vipassaka as well as to the Samathayanika Vipassaka. No other way. Sorry. And then now, if you develop this view purification by way of Lakkhana Chatukka, that means the Lakkana, Rasa, Pachupatana, Padattana, four defining devices. According to the four defining devices, you need to practice. If you practice the five aggregate dukkha satya dhamma, okay, that means you cover your view purification. You attain to the view purification. Otherwise, never attain to the view purification. But still, if you see your five aggregate up to the Paramatma level, this is Lokiya state, still Lokiya state, because you didn't see Nibbana by Magga and Phala mind movement still. So therefore, that is Lokiya state, not the Lokuttara state. And then thereafter, you need to practice post-apprehending knowledge. Post-apprehending knowledge. That is what is called Paccaya Pariggaha Jnana. What is this Paccaya Pariggaha Jnana? Paccaya Pariggaha Jnana means now you see the Dukkha Satya Dhamma, that means your five aggregate. Now you want to see or discern your causes for this five aggregate. Your causes for this five aggregate. What are the causes? Buddha mentioned your tanha is tanha in first past life. Tanha in first past life is the cause for this Dukkha Satya Dhamma. Or five aggregate. The present five aggregate cause is one cause is tanha or Trishna in your language maybe. Tanha is the cause. So that means you want to go to the Tanha is one cause, and your avijja. Avijja means not knowing the Four Noble Truth. Four Noble Truth is the avijja in your first past life. So therefore, with this Tanha and avijja, your five aggregate formed in this life. And again, you have upadana in your first past life. Upadana means the clinging. I will explain this thing. And then your sankhara, you accumulate sankhara, good kusala sankhara accumulated in the first past life. Therefore, you reborn as a human being. Otherwise, you are never. If you do the akusala karma only in this in your first past life, you never reborn as a human being. You definitely reborn as a Preta or the ghost world or the demon world or the hell beings or as an animal being. So if you take the last object as a in the verge of death in the first past life, if you take the hated object or lobha object or that means craving object or the moha object, delusion object or the avijja. Moha is the avijja object. then you definitely reborn as a four woeful states, apaya. For apaya, only you can have reborn there. And now, so therefore, Buddha mentioned sankhara. You accumulated good sankhara there, and then as a human being, you reborn here. And then this sankhara mean whatever the kusala kamma, whatever the akusala kamma also sankhara, whatever the kusala kamma also sankhara, whatever the akusala kamma also sankhara. So now, but you as a human being in this very life, and then that means you develop your kusala sankhara there. What is your kusala sankhara? That is your kusala sankhara mean kusala sankhara mean, for example, if you pay respect to the Buddha by bowing down, or paying respect to the Buddha by offering food, offering the flowers, offering the lamp, oil lamp or whatever the lamp, and offering the perfume to the Buddha, offering chivara to the Buddha, like that. If you take this object as a last object, then you reborn as a human being or deva being also. But now you are obvious you are a human being, then that means you accumulate good kusala kamma in the past life, and you take the last object as this kusala kamma. This kusala kamma, or whatever the kusala kamma, if you give food to the beggar, that is also kusala kamma. If you give food to the animal, that is also kusala kamma. Yeah, or whatever the kusala kamma, if you treat to the patient as a doctor, you that is also kusala kamma. That means your karuna mind arises there. Your loving kindness mind arisen there. So that in that way, if you treat to the mother, if you protect your mother, if you guard your mother by treating, if you guard your father treating in good way, if you treat your mother by gentle word, those are also kusala karma. If you teach to the people as a teacher to the students with a good mind, good heart, delivering good word, that is also kusala karma. So you have many chance for the kusala karma, but your mind goes always to the akusala karma. So but anyway, in your first fast life, you have done kusala karma. Because of that kusala karma, you take the last object as that kusala karma. So therefore, you are as a human being there, here reborn. But anyway, this kusala karma, while practicing this kusala karma there, that kusala mind contain, I told, mind doesn't arise alone. That mind arise with other 33 mental factors or 32 mental factors. For example, at that time, you know your karma and karma effect. That means your jnana arise there, arisen there. Jnana means your wisdom faculty. And again, your sati arises, arisen there. Sati is your mindfulness. Your saddha arisen. And not only that, your virya, your ekaggata, and other mental factors arisen there, have arisen there. So therefore, how many chitta chetasika or the mind and the mental factors? 33 or 34. That 33 or 34 mental factors, because you know now, mind cannot arise alone. Mind always associated with the mental factors. So these mental factors power, because that mind movement, they are arise and pass away. Now you don't have that mind, but that mental factors and the uh, mind it keeps the power. That is what is called karmic power. You need to see this karmic power by achieving or by going back towards your first fast life. How to go as a Suddha Vipassaka? You want to use your what called you want to use your upachara samadhi concentration, power of the upachara samadhi concentration as a Suddha Vipassaka, access concentration. As a Samathayanika Vipassaka, he can have jhana, power of the fourth jhana power, or power of the third jhana power, or power of the second jhana, or power of the first jhana power, or power of the eighth jhana power. But Buddha here mentioned fourth jhana is the good jhana to go to see your first past life, or second past life, third past life, fourth past life. Like that, you want to go as far back as many life you can see. So if you see your first past life and last object also, that means you again, that in that way you can see your what is your avijja. Now I will explain what is your avijja. Now you know your mentality and materiality, or the five aggregate, are nothing only but ultimate rupa kalapa, ultimate rupa, and the ultimate nama. Mentality, what is called nama, Buddha. Because why? Mentality, all mentality, that means mind and the mental factors bends towards the object. So therefore, bends towards the object. So therefore, because of this bending what is called nama in namana lakkana, bending what is called namana lakkana in the Pali. So therefore Buddha called for the mentality nama, materiality rupa, because rupa is change. Rupa is changed by the heat, by the cold. Rupa is change, your materiality change. And your materiality change by the poison, or whatever the other cause, poison like cause, your materiality change. Therefore, that is what is called Rupana Lakkana. Because of this Rupana Lakkana, Buddha calls the materiality as Rupa. So Nama and Rupa. Then thereafter, Buddha called Nama and Rupa. So this Nama and Rupa, or the five aggregate, and you have five causes. Five causes. What are the five causes? Avijja, Tanha, Upadana, Sankara, and Kamma. Kamma Sati, or the karmic power. Now, you know, now what is this Avijja? Now, your human is nothing. Only mentality and the materiality. They are always arise, they are always perishing away, passing away, vanishing, disappearing. And they don't have any atta or like that, no soul. So this materiality and mentality, if you that means they are anicca, dukkha, anatta. Anicca mean they have impermanence phenomena, and dukkha mean always arise, always perish away. This mentality and materiality, that mean if something always arise, always perish away. Uh, so therefore, because of this reason, this materiality and mentality are suffering. So that means this mentality and materiality are uh, what is called the uh, suffering phenomena. And this mentality and materiality, if you see the impermanence phenomena and the suffering phenomena, and you cannot see any essence of this mentality and materiality phenomena. So therefore, this those what is called anatta phenomena, or you can say non-solved phenomena, non-self phenomena. So if you understand this in your first past life, that means if you can understand your dukkha satya dhamma, and if you can understand your samudaya satya dhamma, and if you can understand nirodha satya and magga satya, those are the four noble truth. If you, because of you are not knowing four noble truth in your first past life, uh, and then you resolve, or you have resolution, or you can have aspiration, or the perfection, or your determination as a human being in this life. So but human being is nothing. Nothing. Human being is nothing, only nama and rupa, they arise and perish away. So to or even if you reborn as a deva or brahma, those are also nothing. No being, so sat no being or no person, no being or no person. Even if you reborn as a here as a animal, ghost, or the demon, or the hell being, no their person, or the other matter, other form, like a person or beings. So, but because of this is the avijja. This is the avijja. There is nothing but you expected. So that is the avijja. So now you develop avijja in your first past life. And now you did the kusala kamma out of this avijja, and you first attach to this human life. First attachment. First attachment, mind movement, you have tanha. First attachment, mind movement, you have tanha. And then whatever the kusala karma or you did in the past life, or remembering same kusala karma for a long time, I need to be a human. I need to be a human in this life. Like that, you have developed resolution there, or the prarthana there. So therefore, that is the every time again and again you need to be a human being. So therefore, that is the clinging or upadana. So basically, you have avijja, tanha, upadana, and but you did the kusala karma. That is sankara. Hmm? That is sankara, and but this sankara keep the karma shakti or the karmic power remain karmic power. According to this karmic power, you reborn here. And for example, now therefore you have basically 5 courses to achieve this 5 aggregate. 5 courses to achieve 5 aggregate. You need to go to see your first fast life to see. Otherwise, you can't understand your sankara. And if you did not see your sankara, you cannot understand your karmic power. And if you didn't see your sankara, you can't go to your upadana, tanha, and avijja mind movements in the first past life. So you need to find out everything. But how you find out everything? As a Suddha Vipassaka, you use the Chatudhatu Vavatthana meditation power. As a Samatha Vipassaka, you use your jhana power. And the Chatudhatu Vavatthana meditation power also. So by way of this power of the samadhi power, only you can see this first past life, second past life, and third past life, like that. Not only that, you need to see your future lives also up to arahantship. And then you need to now connect your lives. First past life, what are the courses? According to those courses, these 5 aggregate are arisen now in this very life, in this present life. And now you again accumulate the avijja, tanha, upadana, sankara karma in this very life also. These are the seeds for the future lives. So in this way, that is the causal relationship. Causal relationship. Cause mean the pachaya. If you discern this thing, that is the pariggaha. Cause, therefore, it is what is called paccaya pariggaha jnana. They are associated, wisdom is the jnana. So therefore, paccaya pariggaha jnana, cause apprehending knowledge. So if you practice in this way, cause apprehension knowledge, that means you find out your samudaya satya dhamma, or the causes for this dukkha satya dhamma, the causes for the suffering aggregate. So that is the second Arya Satya. So then, if you practice second Arya Satya, you fulfill the doubt overcoming purification. You fulfill the doubt overcoming purification. That means, what is that? Kankha Vitarana Visuddhi. Kankha means your doubt. Fourth Visuddhi. You see the fourth Visuddhi. Kankha Vitarana Visuddhi. Doubt. Vitarana means overcoming. So Kankha Vitarana Visuddhi means the doubt overcoming purification. What doubt? What doubt? The doubt is doubt about your first fast life. Sorry, doubt about your past lives, doubt about your present life, doubt about your future lives. Now you never develop doubt. Why? You see your first past life. You saw your first past life by going back, right? By going back. And you saw your second past life, you saw your third past life, in the same way you saw your future lives also. So therefore you don't have any doubt about your future lives, present life, and the past life. So that is the doubt overcoming purification. You must develop as a Suddha Vipassaka as well as Samathayanika Vipassaka. That means both Vipassaka must develop this jnana, doubt overcoming purification, and Paccaya Pariggaha jnana. That means basically those are the, for example, the mentality and materiality definition knowledge, or the Namarupa Paricheda jnana is your Dukkha Satya Dhamma. And when you practice the causes of this dukkha satya dhamma, that is what is called paccaya pariggaha jnana. That means your second arya satya dhamma, second arya satya dhamma. Those are the objects of vipassana. Those are the objects of vipassana. If you never discern this vipassana object, and if you do the vipassana as anicca dukkha anatta by seeing something in your body, that is not the true vipassana according to the Buddha's teaching. Everything mentioned in the Satipatthana Sutta and other many suttas, Patisambhida Magga, Visuddhi Magga, and the Digha Nikaya suttas, Majjhima Nikaya suttas, many suttas mention this thing very clearly. So if you practice this, the your five aggregate as well as the causes of the five aggregate, if you know it full, if you know it full, that is what is called jnata parinya. You see the parenthesis here. That means here jnata parinya. Yeah, the non-full knowledge. That is what is called the non-full knowledge, because you knew at that time your dukkha satya dhamma as well as the samudaya satya dhamma. Why Buddha mentioned these things? Dukkha satya dhamma and the samudaya satya dhamma, up to the Paramatma level, you need to find out, you need to discern. Why Buddha understood in the Bodhi Mula in this country, India, in the Buddha Gaya, in the Bodhi Mula, Buddha understand Dukkha Satya, Dukkha Arya Satya, Samudaya Arya Satya, Nirodha Arya Satya, and the Magga Arya Satya, basically. So therefore, this is the way to go into understand the Four Noble Truths. So therefore, basically, you need to understand, you need to see your Dukkha Satya Dhamma and your Samudaya Satya Dhamma by way of your Samadhi power. So that is what is called Jnata Parinya, the non-full knowledge. Okay, now you go to the then therefore now you are very clear about your vipassana object. Take that one object and practice vipassana. Take one object. For example, as a Suddha Vipassaka, he need to again re-establish his four-element meditation, four-element meditation, brilliant, bright, and radiant light in front of him or her, by practicing the four-element meditation. And then you take your one dukkha satya dhamma. One dukkha satya dhamma mean take your ido. That is your dukkha satya dhamma. Ido, what is the ido? Ido is nothing, only rupa kalapa. But still rupa kalapa mean the sammuti satya. If you see the rupa kalapa and if you see rupa kalapas arising and passing away, if you practice vipassana as anicca dukkha anatta, that is not the true vipassana. But instead, you need to analyze, but you already analyzed. But again, you little analyze as Patavi Apo Tejo Vayo, you analyze Patavi Apo Tejo Vayo very quickly, and then it become more light. And then through this light, you can practice your Ido has how many Rupa Kalapa? I mentioned Ido has 7 Rupa Kalapa. Your Chakku Dasaka Kalapa, Sota Dasa, sorry, Chakku Dasa Kalapa, Bhava Dasa Kalapa, Kaya Dasa Kalapa, Jivitanava Kalapa, Utujo Ojatama Kalapa, Ahara Ojatama Kalapa, and the Tejo Ojatama Kalapa. Like 7 types of different 7 types of materiality you have in 7 types of Rupa Kalapa you have. If you analyze this Rupa Kalapa, basically you have 63 ultimate materiality. 63 ultimate materiality. And these 63 ultimate materiality, you focus as anicca, dukkha, anatta, because these materiality always arise, always passing away. So if you see this always arising, passing away phenomena, then you can very clearly contemplate them as anicca, anicca for a long time, dukkha, dukkha for a long time, anatta, anatta for a long time. Not only anicca, right? Not only anicca. If you practice anicca, anicca only for a long time up to your death, you can't reach up to the Nibbana. So therefore, you need to practice in all three ways. That is what is called third Vipassana jnana. That is the Sammasana jnana. Go to the Sammasana jnana. Third Vipassana jnana. Within bracket, you have Sammasana jnana, the comprehension knowledge. The comprehension knowledge. And then you need to practice, you take your Samudaya Satya Dhamma also. Want to practice Samudaya Satya Dhamma also. Time to time, different Dhamma you can take as an object of the Vipassana. And then take into the Sammasana jnana. That means you need to practice as Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta. And then if you practice all Dukkha Satya Dhamma and all Samudaya Satya Dhamma as Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta, your Sammasana jnana power is more towards the Nibbana. Right, more towards the Nibbana. That means that is sufficient to attain Nibbana. Want to practice all the Dukkha Satya Dhamma and want to practice all the Samudaya Satya Dhamma. That means if you practice Dukkha Satya Dhamma and the Samudaya Satya Dhamma, that means you practice Kayanupassana, Vedananupassana, Chittanupassana, and Dhammanupassana. So your Chattaro Satipatthana, all the four foundation of mindfulness uh, are also sufficient to attain Nibbana here. And then, what is this? Then if you practice Sammasana jnana, and then you need to practice Udayavaya jnana. What is Udayavaya jnana? Udayavaya jnana means, in all mentality and materiality has a rising phase, standing phase, and the perishing away phase, or the passing away phase. In the Udevaya Jnana, in the Sammasana Jnana, the third Vipassana Jnana, you need to see every three phases, every three mind movement. That means every three mind movement as well as every three Rupa movement also. For example, you need to see their rising phase or the Uppad, and their Thiti phase, what is called a standing phase. And then Upada, Thiti, Bhanga. Bhanga means they are perishing phase or they are disappearance or vanishing phase. So in the Sammasanayana, you need to Upada, Thiti, Bhanga, arising, standing, and perishing three phases. You need to see and contemplate. In the Udayavaya we can say in the Udayavaya you have it has mentioned in Atthakatha as a two. The first one is for A is Taruna Udevaya Jnana. Taruna Udevaya Jnana. Arising and perish knowledge. Perish mean that is the passing away. Arising and passing away knowledge. That means Udayabhaya Jnana. Udayabhaya Jnana. That is Taruna. Taruna mean it is not powerful. It is still immature. It's still immature. And then while practicing furthermore in the Udevaya Jnana, that means taking mainly the Samudaya Satya Dhamma, right? Mainly Samudaya Satya Dhamma as an Vipassana object. If you practice this Udaya Jnana by seeing the arising and passing away phase of the mentality and the materiality and their causes, you reach to the powerful, or that is what is called Balava Udaya Jnana, arising and perish knowledge. Balava Udaya Jnana, arising and passing away knowledge. That is what's called, that is also Udayabhaya Jnana. Therefore, Udayabhaya Jnana has Taruna or the tender Udayabhaya Jnana, and you have powerful or Balava Udayabhaya Jnana. In this powerful or Balava Udayabhaya Jnana, if the meditator reach to the powerful Balava Udayabhaya Jnana, there arises Vipassana Upakilesa. There arises Vipassana Upakilesa. So, what is the Vipassana Upakilesa? The first Upakilesa Buddha mentioned, Obhasa. When you practice Vipassana, your concentration is Khanika Samadhi. What is this Khanika Samadhi? Every mind movement and every Rupa movement, your power of concentration become more powerful. That is what is called, that means movement after movement, your meditation power, Samadhi power become more powerful, and you can see very huge light in front of you as well as around you. Very huge light. So that is what is called Buddha Obhasa. Obhasa. Now somebody says, no, oh, no light need. But Buddha mentioned light here. Buddha mentioned light here as Obhasa. This Vipassana Upakilesa is mentioned in the Patisambhida Magga as well as in the Visuddhi Magga as well as many other Atthakatha. This Vipassana Upakilesa mentioned. Even in the Yugananda Sutta also, Vipassana Upakilesa mentioned. It is in Anguttara Nikaya. And then, when you practice in this way, if you see this Obhasa or the Aloka or very huge light, but you never experienced before, that means you may understand this is the Nibbana. Because why? You never experienced before. But if some meditator, if he stop the meditation, I see the Nibbana like thing, and his kilesa also here now very low. So therefore he might think that I attain the Nibbana or I attain Maggapala. And then in this, but it is not true. Still it is not true. And then but this is amagga. Buddha called this is amagga. Don't stop at this time meditation. This is amagga. Amagga means you still are in the mentality and materiality field. You never cross it and you never see the Nibbana and Magga Phala. So therefore this is amagga. But if you according to the good guidance teacher, according to the good guidance teacher, and if you see this obhasa, if you analyze this obhasa, or if you analyze this aloka, the light in front of you, as Patavi Apo Tejo Vayo like thing, as Rupakalapa and Patavi Apo Tejo Vayo, you can see very clearly it made up of Rupakalapa. So therefore, these Rupakalapa, then you can meditate as Anicca Dukkha Anatta, and then you attain to the Nibbana also. That is what is called, um, it is the Dhammuddacca Viggaha, attaining the Nibbana in the Dhammuddacca Viggaha level. It is mentioned in the Yugananda Sutta. And anyway, that is Amagga. But you need to enter into the Magga. So, and again, if you see Obhasa Piti, if your mind become very joy at that time, never experienced before, again you may uh, cheat by yourself. And then again, your passaddhi or the tranquility of the mind is very pure at that time. And again, you can go in incorrect way. As you see in the Nibbana like thing, your mind says. But it is not the Magga, that is also a Magga. And then again, you have your Adhimukha. Adhimukha means your Saddha become more powerful at that time because you are seeing pure Nama Dhamma, pure Rupa Dhamma, pure causes of the first past life, second past life, or the future lives. You see the pure Nama, the Rupa Dhamma for their causes also. That means your Saddha towards the Buddha Dhamma Sangha and the especially Saddha towards the Buddha Dhamma Sangha are more powerful. That is what is called Adhimukha. So in that way also you never experienced before. That means you might think that you are attained to the Nibbana. But it is not the true. This is also Amagga. And then your jnana also. You are seen very clearly in Nama Dharma and Rupa Dhamma by way of your light in front of your Samadhi light. You can see the Nama Dhamma and Rupa Dhamma very clearly. So therefore, your jnana increase. So at that time also you may have some doubt about, not doubt, you come to the conclusion that you see the Nibbana. But this is Amagga. Amagga means not the way, not the path. It is non-path. And then again, your sati become increased, your samadhi become increased, your upekha become increased than before. And your virya become increased than before. And those are upakilesa. That is what is called upakilesa. And you need to always want to practice vipassana. That is also nikanti upakilesa. So these 10 types of upakilesa must arise in this Udayabhaya Jnana. Especially in the powerful Udayabhaya Jnana, you can have this what is called Vipassana Upakilesa. That means those are the defilement, Vipassana defilement. So these Vipassana defilement, Buddha mentioned, don't depend on this Vipassana defilement. Those are the Amagga. And but instead of you need to practice furthermore by taking the object of Vipassana, Dukkha Satya Dhamma and the Samadhi Satya Dhamma, and that is what is called Magga. So Magga mean Magga Amagga. Magga Jnana Dasana Visuddhi, or the path and the non-path, knowledge and vision purification. So this is the fifth Vipassana knowledge. So this is how you need to attain the fifth Vipassana, not Vipassana knowledge, sorry. It is the fifth Vipassana, sorry, seven, out of the seven Visuddhi, is it the fifth Visuddhi or the purification. And then after practicing this way, the Udayavaya Jnana, that is what is called, then that means you know every mentality and materiality as they really are, like anicca, dukkha, anatta. In this way, that is what is called tirana parinya. It is what is called tirana parinya. That means investigation, full knowledge. Investigation, full knowledge. You reach to the investigation, full knowledge in this way. And then you need to practice bhanga. Thereafter, you need to practice bhanga, the fifth vipassana knowledge. Bhanga Jnana means you take the object. What are the object? You have two objects. Take the Dukkha Satya Dhamma object, that means mentality and materiality definition knowledge. And take the Samudaya Satya Dhamma object, Paccaya Parigga Jnana, or the cause apprehension knowledge, the second Vipassana Jnana knowledge. So those are the Vipassana object. And take the Vipassana object one by one. You can take both Dukkha Satya Dhamma and the Samudaya Satya Dhamma at once, and take one by one, and then you practice Vipassana by seeing only the Bhanga stage, or the perishing away space, perishing away phase of the mentality and materiality. You want to forget about Upada Titi. You want to forget about Upada Titi, and you must see the perishing away phase only, or the Bhanga phase. That is what is called, therefore, it is what is called Bhanga Jnana, dissolution knowledge. So when you practice this dissolution knowledge, other knowledges of the Vipassana comes very quickly. But without remainder, you need to practice. Without remainder mean you need to practice all the four aggregate as anicca, dukkha, anatta, all the causes of the five aggregate. That means your Samudaya Satya Dhamma as well as Dukkha Satya Dhamma, you need to practice without remainder. Then only your Bhanga Jnana become more powerful up to Nibbana. If you see this Bhanga Jnana and practice emphasizing the Bhanga stage of the mentality and materiality and their causes, and then your mind become very fearful towards the Nama and Rupa. That means, for example, you take your Dukkha Satya Dhamma and the Samudaya Satya Dhamma, as well as you take the other fine material Dukkha Satya Dhamma and Samudaya Satya Dhamma, and then you take the immaterial world object also. You can take immaterial world object, mean how to take the immaterial world. You can spread your light up to the fine material world, and you can spread to your light up to the immaterial world also, and then you take this nama and nama rupa dhamma as anicca, dukkha, anatta. Or if you practice jhana as a samatha vipassana, the first jhana, second jhana, fourth jhana, and the third jhana and fourth jhana are the object of the object of the fine material world, rupavachara world. And then the other four jhana, for example, Akansananchayatana jhana, Vinyananchayatana jhana, Akinchanyayatana, and Nevasanya, Nasanyayatana jhana objects are the immaterial jhana object. So therefore, if you practice in this way, you can see any world. You don't have any safe. Only you can see the Bhanga stage only. So therefore, your mind become fear, frightened, because you cannot have any safe the place anywhere, nowhere safe. So therefore, that is what is called fearsomeness knowledge. That knowledge comes very quickly if you practice Bhanga jnana. And then now Adinava jnana. Your mind goes to the Adinava jnana. Your mind develops up to the Adinava jnana. Adinava jnana means the danger knowledge. Danger knowledge means what Adinava? You have Adinava in the Kamavachara world, like human world, for woeful worlds, as well as in the what called the Rupavachara world, as well as the Arupavachara world. You only see the danger only, no safe or no rescue there. Only you see the danger. So therefore, that is what is called Adinava jnana. And if you see this Adinava jnana, or if you develop this Adinava jnana, your mind is always to the mentality and materiality to their causes. Your mind is going to discharge. Your mind is gonna discharge. So that is what is called Nibbida jnana. Nibbida jnana, disenchantment knowledge. You never have any enchantment towards the materiality and mentality and their causes. And then but you still want to uh, you need to liberate from this mentality and materiality. That is what is called liberation longing knowledge. That means munchitu kamyata jnana. The ninth knowledge will develop in your mind. Liberation longing knowledge. But how to liberate? How to liberate? You need to reflect again the Dukkha Satya Dhamma and the Samudaya Satya Dhamma. Oh, what is the Dukkha Satya Dhamma? Your mentality and materiality. Your five aggregate are the Dukkha Satya Dhamma. And their causes you already now has discerned, and those are the your Samudaya Satya Dhamma. So take that Dhamma. That Dhamma means reflect those Dhamma one by one. That means Patisankha, within bracket, it mentioned Patisankha. So you eventually reach to the reflection knowledge or Patisankha knowledge. When you see this Patisankha knowledge, that means you take the Dukkha Satya Dhamma, want to practice it as Anicca Dukkha Anatta. Take the Samudaya Satya, want to practice them as Anicca Dukkha Anatta. And then eventually your mindfulness goes up, your jnana goes up. Jnana means your what called your wisdom goes up, and not only that, your concentration goes up, very clear concentration. That means that still the Kanika Samadhi, right? It's still the Kanika Samadhi. That means they now you can see this Kanika Samadhi based on the Upachara Samadhi as a Suddha Vipassaka. This Kanika Samadhi based on the Jhana Samadhi as the Samathayanika Vipassaka. That means this Kanika Samadhi, not the simple Samadhi. That Kanika Samadhi is the very huge Samadhi. Now, when you practice this reflection knowledge or the Patisankha Jnana, your mind, that means your mind still you have fear towards the Nama and Rupa. Now, as well as you may attach to the Nama Rupa, that is what is called Nandi, and the Bhaya means the fear. Now you reach to the one state of Vipassana Jnana, that is what is called Sankharupekka Jnana. Sankharupekka Jnana means whatever the materiality you see, you don't have any fear. Whatever the mentality you see, you don't have any fear. Whatever the causes of them you see, you develop any fear, as well as no any attachment. That means you don't have Nandi, no any attachment towards the your Nama Rupa and your causes. So at that time, your mind is very calm. very calm. Your mind develop a good, stable concentration. That is the Khanika Samadhi state, and you don't have any sound at that time, and even you don't have any. Uh, your five sense doors are closed, totally closed. You see only by your mind pure Namadhamma and pure Rupadhamma only you can end their causes according to your object. If you take the cause object, only you can see their cause only. If you take the five aggregate object, you can see your Nama and Rupa only. That is the that is your then that means you reach to the Sankhara Upekka Jnana. Sankhara Upekka Jnana. Formation, equanimity knowledge. Formation, equanimity knowledge. So that is the Sankarupeka Jnana. Sankarupeka Jnana, this is the, according to the Buddha's teaching, this is the pure Sankarupeka Jnana, nothing else. If you see your hardness in the body as a Samvedana, whatever the thing, or if you see your pushing character in your body as Samvedana, that is, and if you maintain your upekka there, that is not the sankara upekka jnana. This is the real sankara upekka jnana. If you practice in this way only, you can reach to the next step. Next step is conformity knowledge. Conformity knowledge, that means it bends towards the nibbana. That is what is called anuloma jnana. It bends towards the nibbana. So it bends towards the nibbana, but what is the object? Your namarupa or the causes. Still your lokiya object only. That means dukkha sacha dhamma or the samudaya sacha dhamma is the object here also. And if you reach to the conformity knowledge, that means it bends towards the nibbana. And then your gotrabhu jnana, the 13 knowledge of the vipassana knowledges, then 13 gotrabhu jnana, you reach to the gotrabhu jnana, and your mind catch the nibbana as object, very peaceful object, you catch the nibbana as object. And but here it although it catch the nibbana, it has no power to cut the defilement. Cut the defilement. You don't have knowledge to cut the defilement. It doesn't have any capability to cut the knowledge. So that means that only take the nibbana as object, and then your magga knowledge arise, taking the nibbana as object. This is the Lokuttara world now, not the Lokiya world, right? Not the Lokiya world. This is the Lokuttara world now. Your path knowledge, or Magga Jnana, takes the Nibbana as subject, and if you very first you must attain to the Sotapanna Magga Jnana. In the Sotapanna Magga Jnana, you can Magga Jnana, power of this Magga Jnana taking the Nibbana can destroy or can eliminate three fetters. What is that? Your Sakaya Ditti, or the personal beliefs, and your Silabhata Paramasa, or what is called the practice of other sectarians. So, that means the another way of practice, the the practice of another way, and that is that is what is called Silabhata Paramasa. Like for example, if you practice the as a somebody practice in India, especially somebody practice as a dog. That if he practice as a dog, like as a dog mean he eat as a dog, he sleep as a dog, like that, and he goes as a dog. So in that way practice, they think that they have a belief, strong belief that they can achieve nibbana. That is what is called Silabhata Paramasa. Or somebody practice as a cow, like that. That is what is called also Silabhata Paramasa. That ditti, or that micha ditti, totally cut down with this Magga. And Vichikicha, 8 factors towards the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, so on. Vichikicha, or the doubt, partly removed at this level. Partly removed. That means Samucheda Pahan. Samuchcheda Pahana means the elimination of the defilement in your Magga Jnana. In this way, this is the path knowledge. You have four path knowledge: Sotapanna path knowledge, Sakadagami path knowledge, and the Anagami path knowledge, and the Arahant path knowledge. In the Arahant path knowledge, you don't have any kilesa or the defilement, all eliminated partly. So therefore, you don't. This is Magga Jnana. And Magga Jnana after you have thereafter the next mind movement is the Phala Jnana or fruition knowledge. In the fruition knowledge also, what is the object? Object is Nibbana, nothing else. So object is Nibbana, and it calm down the kilesa. Total eliminated kilesa, it calms down, and then now the reviewing knowledge. Thereafter, you end up with the reviewing knowledge. Reviewing knowledge means your Kamavachara mind, not the Lokuttara mind. Reviewing knowledge is the Kamavachara mind. What review? It reviews the Nibbana. It reviews the Magga Jnana. It reviews the fruition knowledge, Phala Jnana. It reviews the whatever the defilement you rest. You have your mind doesn't eliminate at the time in for example in the Sotapanna state, Sakadagami state, and the Anagami Magga state, you still have defilement. So what are what are those remaining defilement? You need to review. What are the defilement that has already eliminated totally? Like that, you need to review. So therefore, 5 factors you need to review. What are they? Again, I will tell. You need to review the Nibbana, Magga knowledge, Phala knowledge, and the rest of the defilement and the defilement that you eliminated totally. So those things you need to review. That is what is called reviewing knowledge of the. That is also Vipassana knowledge. That is, but it is not the Kamavachara. Sorry, it is still Kamavachara. That means you can see by way of the Somanasa Sagata Jnana Sampayukta Asankarika or Sasankarika knowledge, Sasankarika mind. So this is the way to attain Nibbana. And here, this change of lineage knowledge, you can see change of lineage knowledge is, it is not the, so you can see here, change of lineage knowledge neither be regarded as practice knowledge and vision purification, no knowledge and vision purification. That means it never belong to the sixth knowledge of the purification or the seventh knowledge of the purification. Basically, that is the understanding here. In this way, practice only you can achieve Nibbana and Maggapala. Other always, if you practice the other always, that never conduct to the Nibbana, keep it in mind. And if you practice in this way, Bhangajnana up to the reviewing knowledge, that is your full knowledge of abandonment. Abandonment. That is what's called Pahana Parinya. Above, Mr. Pankaj, above. Pahana Parinya, yeah. Pahana Parinya. Abandonment knowledge. Abandonment full knowledge. That means Pahana Parinya. This Pahana Parinya, you have how many Pahana? You have here 5 types of Pahana. What are they? Basically, you have Vikambana Pahana. If you attain to the jhana and practice jhana, if you practice jhana and after emerging from the jhana, if you practice vipassana, while in the jhana, you have vikambana pahana. That is what is called suppress, your 5 nivarana suppress. So that is what's called vikambana pahana. And while practicing vipassana, while practicing kayanupassana, or while practicing Vedananupassana, while practicing Chittanupassana, while practicing Dhammanupassana, your defilement stage by stage, or we can say part by part, only your defilement goes away. So therefore, that is what is called as Tadanga Pahana, part by part only, Tadanga Pahana. But if you attain the Magga Jnana and Phala Jnana, especially Magga Jnana, your defilement removed, partly removed, eliminated without remainder. That is what is called Samuchcheda Pahana. And then you have again Patipassadipahana. If you attain to the Palanyana, it gives the Patipassadi. Patipassadi means it does the kiles, the defilement, calm down, calming down of the kilesa. So that is what is called Patipassadi. And if you see the Nibbana, Nibbana is the Nisarana Pahana. When you see the Nibbana, Nibbana is the Nisarana. Nisarana means your mind has freed from everything. So therefore, Nisarana Pahana. Five Pahana here. So therefore, that is what is called abandonment, full knowledge. Abandonment, full knowledge. So in this way, want to practice. This is the Ekayano Magga. This is the Ekayano Magga. That means you want to develop your Aryatangiga Magga. How to develop Aryatangiga Magga? According to the 7 types of Visuddhi. How to practice 7 types of Visuddhi? According to the 16 types of Vipassana Jnana. Keep it in mind. Every time this chart, you recite this chart. Every time you hang on this chart at a glance and see, and you need to by heart you need to see this chart. You need to remember this chart. Very important chart. This chart is actually according to my great teacher, who is the Park Shadow in Myanmar. Hmm. Okay, now this is the way. This is the one and only way to achieve Nibbana. Any question?
Sadhu, 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 Bhante. Such a great detailed explanation today that you had for the Ekayano Maggo. We will open up the forum for question and answer. So
Yeah.
any questions now you have? Bhante has explained the path in detail as to what the steps would be there, how it maps to the Ariyatthangika Maggo, how it maps to the Satta Visuddhi, and how you are going to attain to the 16 Vipassana Jnana, and how the path takes you to Nibbana. So I'm opening up the forum for question and answer. Any questions you have, please raise your hand. We will take your question one by one. Please go ahead with your questions. I mean, this is your chance now to ask the question directly to Bhante. Yes, Dr. Kavita Tai, please go ahead. I'm gonna allow you to
Yes.
unmute now. Yes, Tai, please go ahead.
Indami Bhante.
Sukhi hotu.
Bhante, Anuloma is not coming in Pubbha Bhag and Upper Bhag. It is only connecting. No?
No, Anuloma is totally belong to the upper Pubbha Bhaga Patipada. Anuloma. Because you see then now chart, Mr.
Yeah. What is connecting, I think, in the chart is the Gotra Bhutai.
Anuloma Jnana. Yeah, connecting is the Gotra Bhuta.
So that
Anuloma
means here
Jnana is belonging to the.
Sorry, Gotrabhu.
yes, yeah. So Gotrabhu is
Yeah,
not
Gotrabhu is not.
it's not part of the Pubbha Bhaga, it's not part of the Appara Bhaga.
Upper Bhaga.
It is just a connecting one.
Sorry. Yeah, connecting one. It's just change the lineage. For example, if you are in the Kamavachara world, you attain to the Nibbana from the Kamavachara lineage. Change the lineage from the Kamavachara to Lokuttara. And if you are in the Rupa world, that means in the Rupa Brahma practice this meditation in the same way. Their meditation also same way. And if they practice this meditation within the Rupavachara world, and if they enter into the supramundane world, and then that is the change of lineage. And the Rupavachara world also, if they practice this meditation as a Arya people, but and then they change their immaterial world lineage. So therefore, enter into the supramundane level. Okay,
Okay, one
that is the
minute.
change of lineage. Three change of lineage: Kamavachara, Rupavachara, and Arupavachara to the top world, that is the supramundane world.
Thank you. Done.
Okay. Yeah. Come on.
Any other question? Please raise your hand. I will go.
Bhante,
Maybe not.
Karuna. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, Sai,
Yeah,
please
yeah.
go.
Karuna and Metta beings can be more, no? Then also it
Metta, beings as a being, the one object, not
beings,
the
yes.
different object.
No,
Not the
beings
different
can be in
object.
but it can be in groups.
Yeah, it a group. It can be group as well as, but
Individual.
I taught this meditation, but initially you want to take one being only, and thereafter you collect the being,
Group of,
right? Yeah, as a group. Yeah, as a group, but being. But but that is sammuti level, right? Sammuti object. Beings are the sammuti. Hmm? But in the four element meditation, what instead on the opposite of the four element meditation, you have Patavi element as some Paramatha, Apo element, different, right? Tejo element, very different than them, and Vayu element, very different than them. That means they are different objects.
means here
Okay?
also when Paramatha group is taken, we cannot land up
No,
in the chana. That was my question. Paramatha group in Patviapo Tejo, why we cannot land up in chana? But Samuti
yes,
group we can land up in jhana with Mudita, Karuna, Metta.
yes, they are Sammuti objects. Beings are the
Samuti
Sammuti
can,
objects.
so then that group can land up in jhana.
Yes, sure.
Okay,
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Mm.
Yeah, any other questions? Please go ahead.
Somebody
Bhante,
asked, no, Rekha. Mrs. Rekha
Yeah.
asked,
So the question is, Bhante, could you provide more context or specify what aspect of light and fourth jhana you would like me to elaborate on? Yeah.
for example, in the Buddha mentioned in this fourth jhana, especially mentioned in the, let's say, Samanya Pala Sutta in the Digha Nikaya. Digha Nikaya, you have Samanya Pala Sutta in the Silakkanda Vagga. In Samanya Pala Sutta also Buddha mentioned fourth jhana in this way. Parisuddhe, Pariyodhate, Anangane, Vigatupakkilese. That means all Parisuddhe, Pariyodhate means specially that is the light. Hmm? And then Maha Asapura Sutta. It is in Majjhima Nikaya. Maha Asapura Sutta also Buddha same way explained this fourth jhana. If we have in this good Dhamma, we have strategy, Naya, right? Nayakama, or strategy, method of strategy. In that method of strategy, if Buddha says in one place, we need to take to the other places also. That is what is called, we can say, Lakkanahara Nitti method. In the Nitti Pakarana, you have Lakkanahara Nitti method. In the Lakkanahara Nitti method, it says, if Buddha mentioned in the one Dhamma, we need to apply to the other Dhamma also, same Dhamma. So that means your third jhana also light, fourth jhana also light, the second jhana also light, first jhana also light. But Buddha want to praises this. Buddha want to praise this fourth jhana because based on fourth jhana, if you practice vipassana object and if you practice vipassana, your knowledge becomes sufficient to attain nibbana than the other jhana. Therefore, Buddha mentioned here light in this way.
Sadhu, 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 Bhante. Did that answer your question, Rekhatai? Or do you have a follow-up? You can unmute yourself. Yeah, okay. So she said, yeah, you answered the question.
Yes, yes.
Any other question we have for Bhante? Please go ahead. Yes, Dr. Sheetal,
Okay,
please go ahead.
Dr.
Bandhani Bhante.
Sukhihotu.
So Bhante, in the fourth jhana, as per the definition, says a vigata upakilese. And in the Vipassana, as we are when we are practicing Vipassana, that also has upakilesa. So what is the difference between these two, Bhante?
Yeah. Now, Vigatupa mean here, in the fourth jhana, you have what are your jhana factor in the fourth jhana? Upekka and Ekagata only. That means you don't have Vitakka, Vichara, Priti and Sukha. Those are gross jhana factors. You can see while practicing your Anapanasati meditation also, if you see the Patibhaga Nimitta and enter into the jhana, and thereafter you can see this what called the jhana anga or the jhana factor. These jhana anga are very gross than the fourth jhana anga. The fourth jhana anga, upekka and ekagata are very calm. So because of that reason, Buddha mentioned here vigatupa kilesa. But in the vipassana, you have upakilesa, those are the aloka, piti, pasadi, adhimukha, virya, pitya, and then samadhi, upekka, jnana, like thing. So, like thing. So those are different, but that is the Desana Vilas. Buddha's Desana Vilasa. We want to understand this Desana Vilasa with the help of the Attakatha. Attakatha mentioned this Vigatupa Kilasa, with the Vigatupa Kilesa mean Upeka Ekagata, based on the Upeka Ekagata Jhanam. Dr. Shita.
Sadhu, 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 Bhante.
Maybe no any question.
Bhante, I had one question, Bhante, and
Yes.
more like trying to seek a clarification for everybody's understanding here. So if we are doing Vipassana, looking at the Samvedana from top to bottom, we are not touching to the Paramatha level, Bhante. We are just trying to do the Vipassana based on a Samuti Satya, and then trying to understand that as a anicca, 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 anicca. Is that what is happening, Bhante? We are not going to the
Yeah,
Paramatma
for example, if your meditation teacher named the materiality as Samvedana, that means as a feeling aggregate. For example, whenever you practice meditation, if you see some hardness in your body, or let's say in your knee joint or in your back, you have hardness or roughness or smoothness. Hard, especially we go to the hardness, roughness, heaviness, and if you have any heatness, if you have again pushing like character, that means or prickling like thing. Those are the four elements. For example, hardness and roughness and heaviness belongs to the Patavi element. And flowing, let's say flowing also having. Flowing is the Apo element. And heat or cold. If you have cold everywhere, that means you are uncomfortable. And if you that means those are the you have that is the tejo element. And if you are pushing character in your knee or somewhere and you feel some harassment, that is your vayu element. That means those are the four element objects. And those four element objects, if your meditation teacher named as Samvedana, that means that is that is not the Buddha's teaching, right? That is not the Buddha's teaching, because Buddha never messed this mentality and the materiality. Buddha only taught us the mentality and materiality. Otherwise, we don't know mentality and the materiality. And therefore, that meditation, anyway, from the beginning, they messed up the Buddha's teaching. And uh, for example, again, those are the materiality. That materiality may be that materiality object of the materiality, object materiality. That materiality is maybe a good object, or we can say ittha. That is the desirable object. Or that may be anittha, undesirable object. This materiality gives the object. And this object taken by the mind in the heart, or mind in the Panchadwara Chittaviti, or Manodwara Chittaviti, this object take. But this object may be Ittaramana or the Anittaramana. So instead you need to, without practicing, that's why Buddha mentioned practice four element meditation and practice the Nama Rupa Paricheda Jnana, and then you can understand the mentality. And again, the Suddha Vipassaka must practice materiality meditation first. That is according to the Buddha's teaching. So the Vipassaka doesn't want to practice Vedana aggregate first, because he is not aware of the Vedana aggregate. Because why Vedana aggregate in the mind movement? But if you practice Rupa Paricheda Jnana, Nama Paricheda Jnana is very, very clear to you. And therefore, so if you named this as Vedana to the materiality, that means it is against the Buddha's teaching. Never you enter into the Nibbana, because it is not the path, but not the one and only path.
Yes,
Mr.
Bhante.
Mishra?
Yes, Bhante.
Yeah.
Sadhu, Bhante. Thank you very much, Bhante.
Okay. Sukhi hotu.
Any other questions we have for Bhante?
Okay. If you don't have a question, we stop.
Yes, Bhante. Thank you very much, Bhante. I wanted to thank you and give you much gratitude from the bottom of my heart, Bhante, for taking this session and explaining this in detail, Bhante, as to what is the Ekayano Maggo and how we need to practice so we can reach to Nibbana. With this, Bhante, I wanted to take the session towards the conclusion and request for the sharing of merits, Bhante.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Again, I want to thank to our Mr. Pankaj Mishram and Dr. Sheetal Mishram in USA, as well as the listeners, because they conduct this Dhamma talk and they request me to give Dhamma talk to the listeners. And to the listeners also, they have asked question, and that means they listen to this good Dhamma according to Buddha's teaching, and they accumulate much of kusala. You accumulate much of kusala, and I also accumulate much of kusala. We want to share the merits to the other beings. So sharing merits. Do you have sharing merits slide?
Yes, Bhante. Just give me a second, Bhante. I'll open it up.
Yeah. Sukhi hotu, Mr. Datta.
Yes, Bhante.
Okay. We recite this thing. Idamme all together. Idamme
Idang me
punyam
punyang asavakkaya
asavakkhaya
vahamho.
vaham hotu.
Idang
Idamme
me
punyam
punyang
nibbanasa
nibbanasa
paccaya
paccayo
hotu.
hotu. Mama
punyam
punyam
bhagam
bhagam
sabbe
sabbe
sattanam
sattanam
bhajemi
bhajemi
te
te
sabbe
sabbe
me
me
samam
samam
punyam
punyam
bhagam
bhagam labantu.
sadhu
Sadhu,
sadhu sadhu.
sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, see you in next session.
Okay, Bhante, thank you very
Okay.
much, Bhante. Much gratitude
Sri
again.
Lanka.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. With that, we conclude today's session. If you have any question, Bhante is taking this detailed path explanation with respect to Satipatthana Sutta. So those sessions run on a weekly basis. We had been taking the Satipatthana Sutta since June of this year. So we completed about 22 sessions on it so far. We are still not done. The sutta is still going. So if you wanted to join that group, please drop us a note, and we will be happy to add it to that group where you could listen to how the Satipatthana Sutta is mapped to exactly what Bhante tried to cover in today's 2.5 hours session. Uh, and it's still going on, so that would be something that if you want to take advantage of, please do let us know. We will add you to that group. With that, Bhante, again, I wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Bhante, much gratitude to you. On behalf of all the participants, we thank you again, Bhante, and ask for your permission to conclude today's session, Bhante. Okay, so we conclude today's session. We'll see you again. Daisy, God bole, please share your number so we can add you to that group. And Dattaji, you are already in the group. It's a way to realize Nibbana. That's the same group where Bhante is taking
Okay, thank you.
Sutta. Yeah. And the country code for the 9326 number is 91. India country code, Daisy. Same goes for Rajanna. Your country code is India, Rajanna ji.
Sir, sir, my country code is also 91.
91. Okay.
I am Vrindavan Kamrej.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see
Thank
you
you, sir.
again. Namo Buddhassa.